Hi, my name is Maddie Bush, and I'm going to be talking about how to send a proper business email. So step 1 is going to be the subject line. This is the first information your recipient reads when opening your email, so it needs to be very short, informative, and specific. This subject line can make sure your recipient knows what to expect as they read further into your message. Step 2, we have the salutation. The most common salutation is going to start with "Dear," as we can see on the screen. This is very good for formal letters, but for less formal letters or emails, usually emails are going to be less formal, is going to be "Hello," because it doesn't sound too professional or, I guess, stuck up. You need to be aware of your punctuation in this area because it can differ based on how formal your situation or your writing is going to be. Step 3 is going to be your message or your body. This is going to be very informative and direct, but it still needs to be brief. Unnecessary details can be provided in future emails or can be provided if your recipient has any questions. I would say personally, I wouldn't write a business email with over 3 paragraphs in the body because then it can kind of seem long and it can make your recipient uninterested. Step 4 is going to be the closing. Most emails will end in "sincerely" or "thanks," which are the most common ones, then followed by a comma, the line, and then one line below you would state your first and last name. Less formal emails can sometimes use phrases such as "thanks for your time," "thanks in advance," "I look forward to hearing from you," other things like that. And then on the screen we can see the most effective email closings. And then step 5 is going to be the signature block, which is basically an electronic business card. This usually contains your full name, your company name if you're doing this within your job, your phone number, and email address. And then if applicable, you may include your website, business address, social media links, or a logo or picture, depending on if you're emailing personally or from your job. You need to make sure this is very up to date because obviously this is how your recipient is going to contact you in the future. And then lastly, we have a sample business email that I created based on how I usually email teachers. So at the top we can see it says business email format. That's going to be the subject line, very brief, but gets the point across. And then underneath we have the salutation. It says "Good morning, Miss Bush." It's less formal because it's not a business setting. I'm just emailing a teacher or somebody within BVSD. Not one line down, but skipping a line, and then the line after that we have my body, which just states my intentions for emailing, then asks a few questions. And to answer my second question, personally, I think adverbs are not the best to use in business or any professional writing setting because they can be viewed as quote-unquote, I guess, bad writing. So I would say stick away from that in emails or letters or anything important to you. And then skipping a line again, and we have my closing that says "Thanks for your time." That's how I usually end my emails. And then my full name. And then since I am doing it from the perspective of emailing somebody in BVSD or a teacher, I just put my email, my BVSD email, because obviously I wouldn't send a teacher my address or my phone number, even though I'm sure they have access to it. And yeah, if it was more formal, I would add a signature or something after it if I was applying for an interview or something like that. But yeah, that is how to write a proper business email. Thank you.